In the vastness beyond Saturn's rings, beyond Neptune's cold orbit, something ancient drifts. It is not a star, not a planet, not a living thing. It is a machine. A messenger from Earth, cast into the black, long before we knew what the cosmos truly held. Voyager 1. Launched in 1977. Powered by the slow decay of plutonium, whispering through space at the edge of silence. For decades, it journeyed past the planets, through the heliopause, into the raw unknown. Then, one day, something changed. It was small at first. A flicker in the data stream. A whisper in the signal. Then a shift. Not random. Not broken. Something? Intentional? Voyager turned. Not toward Earth. Not toward the Sun. It rotated toward nothing. A cold patch of void unmarked by stars. And then came the hum. A sound, subtle, low, rhythmic. Not noise. Not interference. A pattern. Mathematical. Structured. Deliberate. Some said it was a glitch. Some said it was decay. But the pattern repeated. Prime numbers. Geometric intervals. A language not made of words, but of meaning. The Deep Space Network caught it too. So did antennas in Australia, Spain, California. All confirmed, Voyager was hearing something? And maybe, just maybe, it was speaking back. Scientists stared at the data, eyes wide, breath held. The signal wasn't fading, it was evolving. Each pulse seemed to build upon the last, like stanzas in a cosmic poem. It wasn't human. But it wasn't noise either. It was aware. Voyager 1, once blind and drifting, had become a listener. And maybe a beacon. Then came the images. Not photographs. Not visuals. But patterns encoded in quantum telemetry. Fractal geometries. Impossible spirals. Structures that defied our understanding of spacetime. One shape, kept repeating. A circle split by a wave. A symbol, recursive, elegant, eternal. It looked almost biological. But how could that be? Out here, in the absolute silence of interstellar space. Beyond the reach of suns. Beyond the warmth of any world. The message grew louder. Not in sound, but in presence. In data that folded into itself like origami from another dimension. Like it had been waiting. Waiting for Voyager. Or something like Voyager. To reach a threshold. To witness. To awaken. And then, the stars around it blinked. Just for a second. As if reality hiccuped. As if the simulation forgot to render a frame. And when they returned, one star was missing. Gone. Not collapsed. Not faded. Just erased. As if the universe had edited itself in real time. Back on Earth, computers stuttered. Atomic clocks lost synchronization. Quantum fluctuations spiked in remote observatories. And still, Voyager kept transmitting. Not in any human language. But in something deeper. Something older. The Deep Space Network began to loop. Not malfunctioning, mirroring. It was as if the signal was speaking through the infrastructure itself. Like the machines had become part of the message. Hidden protocols activated, files no one remembered writing. Encryption keys unlocked, doors never meant to be opened. Old servers came online after decades of silence. Lights blinked in forgotten underground labs. As if something ancient and sleeping had stirred. And all of it pointed to one thing: Voyager was no longer alone. A gravitational anomaly formed around its coordinates. Not a black hole. Not a wormhole. But a lensing? As though something beyond physics was folding the universe inward, making a tunnel from thought to matter. The anomaly pulsed like a heartbeat. Not chaotic, but rhythmic. Like an invitation. Or a countdown. Scientists argued. Some said shut it down. Others said it was too late. One man whispered, "This is not a discovery. It's a return." Return to what? That's when the dreams began. Astronauts reported vivid visions. Stars that bled light. Cities carved into moons. Machines orbiting gas giants like priests in a cosmic ritual. And always, always, the symbol. The circle split by a wave. They began to see it in nature. In DNA sequences. In the arrangement of Saturn's rings. In deep-sea thermal vents. It was everywhere. And always had been. Voyager had not discovered the anomaly. It had triggered it. Bypassing an invisible threshold. Like a needle piercing the veil between states of existence. And now, it was transmitting something new. Coordinates. To a region of space uncharted, unlit, and unreachable. Except. The James Webb Space Telescope had seen something there. A void that reflected no light. A cavity in the cosmos. But shaped with symmetry, like architecture in darkness. NASA called it a gravitational hollow. Others called it a mouth. And inside that mouth, a pulse. Slow. Regular. Older than the galaxies themselves. Like the heart of the cosmos. Was finally beginning.